Hi Morgan,
Hiya.
how are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Well, how pleased are you personally? You've had a fantastic start to the season and obviously, winning that Player of the Month for August. How personally pleased are you with your start to the season?
Yeah, I'm delighted. Obviously, um, scoring in the first three games of the season, it helps with confidence and it gets the team off to a great start. So obviously delighted. Yeah.
Do you think there's been a change? We've seen some really kind of confident, kind of instinctive play from you in the box to score some of those goals. Do you think there's been a change in the way that you've approached the game this season, coming off the back of last season at all?
Not particularly. Probably just being in more forward positions helps. If I'm higher up, I can get into better positions and get into more scoring opportunities. So maybe that helps. But personally, no. I've just been doing the same, training hard, and just hoping I can play every week.
And are you kind of working on that finishing in training as well?
Yeah, yeah. Always, it's something you want to keep improving on as a forward player. So yeah.
How pleased have you been also, obviously, scoring those goals has been great, but you mentioned you scored in the first three games, that you scored in every game that we have scored in as a team. So there's a consistency there that must be really pleasing to you, that you will want to be carrying on into the rest of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Like contributing however I can, and obviously the only game we've not scored in is Rangers, so I feel like we have a real attacking threat as a team. So if we can continue that, that'd be great.
Do you feel like, you mentioned sort of being a bit higher up and getting into those positions, do you think you've, in the way that the team is playing and the players that you've got around you, do you feel it's more conducive to the way that you're playing this season?
Yeah, I think it plays to my strengths quite well. So and having the connections around me, they've been growing. I feel like I've got a good connection with them a lot, and we get understand each other's game quite well. So yeah, hopefully that can continue to grow.
Yeah, I was going to mention Emma actually, because I think we always talk about, because you signed at the same time, but I think you've seen, the fan perspective has seen that connection grow, especially that goal that you scored, the first goal against Aberdeen on Sunday, and that was a result, I guess, of that.
Yeah, we've got a good relationship off the pitch as well, so I think that probably helps. And she was one of the players I probably knew the best coming in here, so yeah, definitely helps coming in together, and yeah, hopefully we continue to play well together.
Obviously, it's a tough game on Sunday against Hibs, the league champions. How do you, as a player, approach a game like that? Is there any extra pressure that you feel?
No, just I think take every game the same. Obviously, we respect Hibs; they're a great side. They've managed to keep a lot of their team from last season, so we know they're going to be strong and competitive. But I feel like so are we. So we're just wanting to hopefully play the best we can. Definitely wanting to improve upon the Rangers game, because we know we can give a better performance than that. So yeah, we're looking to be confident and play our style of football.
What have you talked about with the group, kind of in meetings and things and on the training pitch, about the difference between what you need to do from the Rangers game to the Hibs game this weekend?
Definitely keep control. We definitely want to how do we say, play to our strengths. I didn't feel like we did that enough against Rangers. Maybe played into their hands a bit. We want to play how we know we can. So yeah.
Elena really praised the group on Sunday for, when those goals came for Aberdeen, being able to kind of not let heads go down and kind of gather together and be able to get that result. How did that feel for you, kind of the mindset on the pitch?
Yeah, I think probably after the Rangers game, the goal felt like a blow, whereas Aberdeen, there was that resilience. We felt confident in ourselves. We knew we were in control of the first half. Obviously, the second half got a bit chaotic, but yeah, we felt in control and we knew we can hurt them and score. So I think just keep believing that, and hopefully take that into the Hibs game.
And from what you know of this Hibs side, what are the biggest threats they present to us on Sunday?
They've got threats all over the pitch. They're a very strong team, both strong offensively and defensively. So yeah, we know their weaknesses and we know their strengths. So we're just gonna try to exploit that, and try and limit their opportunities.
Hi Morgan, how you doing? Listen, I was just going to say, you guys know what it's like to come back and have very little rest or preparation when you've been playing in European games and then go straight into domestic games. Are you maybe just hoping to capitalise in some heavy legs from Hibs this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. There was no mercy from other teams when we had it. So definitely we'll just be looking to play our strengths, and if they have tired legs, then we'll try and take advantage of that.
And obviously, when you see like Glasgow City progressing in this new Europa Cup, and you see Hibs hosting Inter Milan, does it whet your appetite just to get back in amongst that? Like just thinking where you guys were this time 12 months ago?
Yeah, absolutely. The Champions League experience was amazing, and like being able to play teams like Real Madrid and Chelsea, you know, it's what you dream of as a player. So I definitely it's something we want to be back into next year. So yeah, definitely.
Just an added incentive to go and try and get the title back and make sure you're finishing in one of those top two positions in.
Yeah, 100%. That's what we want to be doing. We like every competition we're in, we want to win. That's how we are as a team. So yeah, just hopefully we can do that this year.
Afternoon, Morgan. Sorry, I've just completely lost what I was going to say there. It's the first time you're coming up against the league champions this season. How do you get yourself ready, both mentally and physically, for a match like that?
Mentally, just I like to listen to music before games. That gets me zoned in. But like physically, just kind of taking care of my body, like making sure I recover well, eat right, and just just get fully focused on our task at hand.
And obviously you've had a good start to the season yourself, as we've already discussed. And congratulations for your Player of the Month award as well. Obviously you've got the 5 goals already this season. It's clear to see how you've contributed to Celtic's results so far this season. How do you handle that personally? Does it add a little bit of pressure to you to keep up the good performances, or does it give you a bit of confidence being recognised in that way?
Probably more so confidence. I don't feel like any pressure of that. Obviously teams might adapt how they play to try and like prevent that, but I just look to go into every game full of confidence and try and impact it how I can.
And just lastly, I asked Elena a similar question earlier, but how much does the fan support mean to you going into a match like this as well?
Yeah, it's amazing. The support they had, even going all the way up to Aberdeen, is great, and we love them like for that. So just whenever they can get behind us, and it's always a big boost on the pitch if we can hear the cheers. So yeah, definitely love the fans.